All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first round of the pre 1.9 RSG tournaments. So I'm joined by Falco today to commentate the match between Dice and Max. Hello,
Welcome.
Falco. Welcome. And so Max has a 33 minutes PD and Dice has a 38 minutes. And it's going to be, if I'm not mistaken, a best of 3. So without further ado, I think the first round can start in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So both runners have the world already loaded up and they just need to join it. They're both deafened now, and yeah, both starting.
All right.
So they both start next to some trees, which is a prerequisite for the tournament. So they're guaranteed a tree and easy access to food, iron, and a flat desert. And lots of small other things.
Also a closed fortress.
Yeah, exactly. Exposed fortress. And also they made sure that the stronghold isn't going to be glitched, because sometimes the eye doesn't point to the stronghold in that version. And they made sure that it's not an ocean stronghold, because they're actually very hard to access in 1.7 with the swimming mechanic. So Max is going to jump in a ravine right off the bat, while Dice is in a small cave next to where he dug for stone. So already a bit of a difference in strats. I think Max is going to have access to more iron this way because he can see much more.
Also, for those of you who don't know, Dice is a Japanese speedrunner.
Yep.
So he played 1.7 since about 2013, since the beginning, and he will use normal traditional strategy to kill the Endermans. So basically, in 1.7, if you don't know, the way you win the game, you get the Ender Pearls, is not by trading or bartering with piglins, but is by killing Endermans.
Yep, it's pretty much the fastest way. I think there is also the possibility to trade for Ender Eyes, but it's nowhere as fast as killing Enderman in the version because it's very
Exactly.
expensive and it's very hard to get emeralds.
In Play 1.9, cleric villagers will give you Ender Eyes instead of Ender Pearls.
Yeah.
So it's possible to trade for Ender Eyes. But it's very difficult, especially in 1.7, where the trades are very, very random.
Yeah. Yeah, it negates the need to go to the Nether, though, which is huge, but it's still much better, especially in 1.7, as you said, to just go for Enderman killing. So I think we're going to see a difference in strategy here because, if I'm not mistaken, Max goes for tower strats, which we'll explain once he starts doing it. And Dice is probably just going to go for running and killing Enderman, I think.
Traditional strat, yes.
Okay, yeah.
Basically, the strat that Max is using was invented by a runner called Sisquill.
Okay.
And we will explain it later, of course. But it's a strategy that lets you manipulate the RNG better and get more ender pearls. Whilst the old strategy is basically just running in a desert and hoping to find hoping to see Enderman. Everything.
Yeah, go ahead.
Everything has its pros and cons, of course, but tower strat has been proven to be faster than normal.
Yeah.
But in Japanese,
a lot of, materials.
Japanese are very traditional in a way, so they will always try to use more conservative and traditional strategies.
Yeah, especially since they mostly play in hardcore and tower strat requires you to die, so it can't go together.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I saw a temple on Dice's POV. I don't know if Max saw it yet, but if he goes to the desert, I'm assuming he's going to see it at some point. Yeah. So do you think they're going to do? Do you think they're going to do first day Nether or just wait for the first night?
I think that since they know and they are guaranteed to get a closed lava pool and a fortress, that they will try to get it.
Dai is getting a couple Endermen in a cave. That's huge.
That's very.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And they both drop
nice.
both, which means that Max is gonna drop 2 pearls from the first 2 Endermen that he kills because they have the same. They're gonna have the same exact drops.
Just to eliminate the RNG and let the skill be better.
Yeah. There's still a bit of RNG because, for example, well, Max could have found Enderman in a cave, but he didn't. But at least in terms of drop rates, they're sure to be on the exact same level. I think the drop rate in general has been changed to 62% as well, instead of 50.
Exactly.
Which
there is
also going to help.
Format.
So we're going to see a lot of one night runs where they don't need to wait for a second night to get all their pearls, hopefully.
Okay, and Dice is in the temple. It's pretty ahead.
Oh, that's a lot of iron.
Max saw the temple.
Yeah, nice. I think his render distance is quite low. But yeah, he saw it, so it's all good.
I think the render distance is okay, but maybe since he's streaming, his FPS are a little low.
True. Also, 1.7 temples have wool in there.
Yes, of course. I
which is
always forget that because I only play 1.7 and I don't think of other versions. But yes, in 1.7 in the last version where you have wool temples.
And in 1.8 they changed that and replaced it with either clay of terracotta.
We
And they
see
also
a
made it,
change. We're seeing a change in gameplay. Max decided to skip the temple and go for
and
first
it's
day
directly
nether.
to Nether. Yep. Which is honestly
And
a good strategy because I think he has time, especially since they're guaranteed a close fortress. I think he has pretty much
exactly.
3 or 4 minutes to. Oh, and maybe he goes back. Is there a particular reason, or oh, he just
I
won?
think
I think he's gonna
because
set up his tower, maybe.
yes, he doesn't want to lose any night time.
Yeah, he figured that the fortress was quite hard to access because it was very high and he spawned very low. So he probably decided to go to the do his tower instead, especially with 2 minutes left before the night.
That's actually a very good strategy.
Yeah,
That checking the nether before continuing the run. Maybe you don't have time to go first day nether, but just check the nether so
exactly.
to see if there are any structures near, and
Yeah, so
then go
you know
to the
if you need
tower.
to, you know if you needed a lot of blocks to access it or not. You know, yeah, you get information. That's good.
Also, Dice, whilst Max is searching for a nice place to do the tower stretch, Dice is collecting a lot of food, and this is because
yeah,
since he's doing normal
he's gonna
strat and
run.
playing hag mode, he's gonna run a lot. So
Yeah.
he's gonna need a lot of food.
So technically, he spends more time because he looks for food, but he will gain that time back by not having to build the tower, which takes a couple of minutes. So
Exactly.
it's different strats.
Everyone has his cons and pros.
Yep. Ooh, and Dai's getting like 3 feathers from a single chicken.
There is, I don't think there are different changes in feather drops. Oh, I think
Oh, wow. Dai's getting 2 more Enderman. Damn.
that's incredible.
he,
That's very
so,
lucky.
so he's in sub 10 minutes and okay, they didn't drop, but he has found 4 Endermen and dropped 2 paws already, which is already good, honestly.
That's incredible. Yes.
Yeah,
That doesn't happen.
doesn't happen very often, indeed.
So what you're seeing is Max building up a lot of blocks. Is he will build up to 128 blocks because in Minecraft mobs after 128 meters they instantly despawn. So basically the tower strat is just setting your spawn in a very high place in a desert because desert are better for spawn because they don't have caves. So all the mobs spawn in the surface. He's gonna die, and when he dies, he's gonna respawn at like Y200, something like that. So every mobs that is there is gonna despawn, and so he's gonna get new spawns, and some of them can be Enderman.
Yeah.
Oh, he built the wrong. He placed the trapdoor in the wrong place.
Yeah, I think it's 1 too high, but he's gonna be fine. Just needs to be careful to not lose his sword
His
and
items.
should be good. And yeah, he's just gonna reset for Enderman, kill the Enderman, and then die. And yeah, just reset. So he got 2 pearls, which is normal because we saw Dice getting 2 pearls from his first 2 Endermen. So these 2 that Max is gonna get shouldn't drop any though. Maybe the third one will. We don't know. And yeah,
So as you can
so
see,
that's tower strats.
both of them are anti-Endermans right now.
Yeah. So I don't think Dice has. Oh, he's just found a fifth Enderman right now. So running around is obviously less efficient in general, but it can work. Like people have gotten some very good times with that strat. So yeah, so Max is getting much more Enderman than Dice is at this point. I think on this tournament, creeper explosions have been disabled. At least they don't break blocks, because if you break a tower, the run is pretty much dead. So
Exactly.
you will get hurt by a creeper explosion, but they cannot destroy blocks. It can be very unfair that to have a creeper blow up your tower, because it can just get shot at by a skeleton and then just decide to kamikaze on it. So yeah, I think it's good that it's been disabled. Okay, so here I think one of the zombies grabbed Max's pearl, which I think is not a bad thing, because the zombie holding an item is never going to despawn, and at least the pearl is safe from creeper explosions, because creeper explosions can still destroy items, I'm assuming.
Exactly, yes.
So I think having a zombie hold your pearl is not a bad thing to happen.
Exactly, yes.
I'm not very aware of all the strategies in 1.7, so if I'm saying something really stupid, just just correct me.
Of course. Also, one thing to notice is that Max is using a different design of tower. Basically, he put a trapper on top of his head, so he can crit the mobs and get more, do more damage to them.
Yeah, that's smart.
That's a nice. I don't remember the one who invented it. I think it was falsifiable, but I'm not sure.
Okay. Speaking of
Let's see.
falsifiable, he said that they tried to prevent creepers from being aggroed on skeletons, but since it bugs, I'm assuming they just made it so creepers' explosions wouldn't damage anything for extra safety. Oh, and Max has gotten a lot of Enderman in this reset. I think 5, which is a fair number to have. I think usually a very good amount of Enderman that you want after a death is like 4. 4 is a quite decent number. Like sometimes you're just not going to see any, and you're just going to get into lava instantly, or grab some pearls and then put them in the chest and reset. So yeah.
Or sometimes you could get too greedy and try to go for 6 Enderman and then die and not get any pearls.
They all despawn. Yeah. That's the worst thing to happen, honestly.
Beside the explosion of the tower, that's the worst.
So I don't know if I'm assuming not, but I think sometimes your tower can burn from the lava. So I don't know if the cell that Max uses prevents it from happening.
If you put a block on top of the lava, it won't be able to burn because I don't in 1.7 I don't think trapdoors burn. There are a lot of strange stuff, like for example saplings don't burn in 1.7, even though they are made of wood. But wood and leaves do burn. That was a very very strange spawn.
Yeah, that's
It happens to me too.
I've never seen that happen.
Once.
That's pretty.
But it had happened to me, and it was a creeper, not a skeleton, and it was terrible. With a creeper, you can do nothing, basically.
Yeah, you can just try to push it off, but it's gonna blow up your tower anyway. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
it's a big yikes.
And blow up the ladder too. So every time you drop down,
You're
you're
just
gonna die.
yep.
It's just like I said. Also, another important thing, there will be no resets in this
Yeah.
tournament. So if you die, uh, you have to continue playing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there is anything in that version that can completely
Well, you can
negate the
follow the
run.
void
Yeah, but
and
for
void.
example, in 1.14, if you step on the pressure plates from the temple by accident, well, there's nothing much that you can do. You just lost your TNT, which is your main way of getting wood. Whereas in 1.7,
Right.
you just kill Enderman and kill blazes, which you can you can do that all the time. There's never a time where you're not going to be able to do it. So yeah, it
Yeah,
makes
that's
sense that
right.
there is no resets. And I think that it's going to be day soon. Like night ends at around 19 minutes, if I'm not
Yes.
mistaken. And so I think I saw 8 pearls from Max. I don't know about Dice. I'm gonna have to be careful about his inventory. Oh, I didn't catch how much that was.
He's using Unicode font, so I can see very well the numbers.
Yeah.
They're very very small number. Both of them are using toggling Unicode font.
All right. I think it's okay. It's 8 for Max, 6 in his chest, and at least 2 outside. So he could go to the Nether and then start triangulating. Oh, and the zombie is holding one, so that's probably 9. Oh, so he's not going to
Alright.
keep the shot where he. Oh yeah, I think he's going to have to go back to his tower for a second night anyway. So, or maybe
Yes.
not go back to the tower. He could do normal strat. Oh, actually, he has way more pearls. He has 12.
Oh,
He has 12. He can
he's
finish the
fine.
game. Just needs to
He
go
could
to
break.
the Nether.
Probably he will keep the bed just in case, but
Yeah, of course.
he's very
Um,
fine. Dice is
but
going in the Nether.
But in this case, if, for example, you broke an eye and it was a 0 eye, and you couldn't find anything in the stronghold chests, would you go back to the tower, or would you just try to find an enderman with a normal
I'd
strats?
uh, I'd first go to the searching the fortress in the stronghold,
Yeah,
and then
but
if
you lose nothing.
if only one of them are left, I will simply go up the stronghold and search Enderman over the stronghold.
Okay,
Not go to
and
the.
Dice having a different spawn than Max in the Nether. He's much, much higher. I think he went for a different lava pool. So Max is at the bottom of the fortress, but very close to it, whereas Dice is a bit further, but he is above. So that's quite interesting to see.
Also,
I
one
didn't
thing.
see. Did Max keep his pearls on him? Because I would assume that you wouldn't want to die with your pearls in that situation. So he could put them in a chest.
I think he did.
Yeah.
He has in his inventory.
Oh yeah.
Yes, he
Okay.
does.
So if he dies, he can potentially lose everything. But I'm gonna assume he knows what he's doing and he's not gonna die.
Let's hope so.
Yeah.
Right. Dice is a very strange situation.
Yeah. He needs to drop, but that's a very very hard situation to be in.
He has a bit of sand, so maybe he can do it. But
Yeah.
that's like 40 blocks.
Before Dice gets 6 enderman spawns in the Nether. True. Oh, he's gonna use sand, but he's 1 block off. So that's actually very smart. He's gonna use sand to have less fall damage and gravel.
Ah, yes,
Of course.
gravel too.
That's nice.
Gravel.
Okay, so
So
he should.
he can mine gravel too while doing down. Also, let's see. One important thing is that in 1.7 or directly in Pre 1.9, the stronghold is very close. Like in post 1.9, the stronghold is in a ring after 12,000 blocks, I think. No,
13 or 14,000 bucks usually.
no, 1,200, not
Yeah.
12,000, 1,200.
Yeah, sorry.
And in 1.7, I think the furthest it can be is like 1,000 block, something like that.
Yeah.
It's you can even spawn underneath the stronghold.
Yep.
With the stronghold underneath you, I mean. So you don't have to.
You can have
You don't have to run a lot.
Tower, which is quite OP.
Exactly. So whilst in the previous tournament, like 4 or 5 minutes were just running to the stronghold, it's gonna last much less in this tournament. Also, the stronghold is handpicked to be very close, so there won't be a lot of travel to do anyways.
Yeah, I think they're both at the same same spawners, which makes sense. And yeah. So I don't know where they are in terms of rods. And I don't recall seeing any information about their the blaze rod drops being the same for both runners. I think Dice got his first 2 rods.
The thing is that this Unicode font is really messing things up because it's very hard to see the numbers. They're really, really small.
True. Oh, and Max got a spinning skeleton. Okay.
He got all the rods, I think. So
yeah. I think he's got 6. And he is leaving. So Max definitely being in the lead here. I don't think Dice has a 12 pulls. I could be wrong, but that would be surprising that he got 12 from a single night of traditional strats. And yeah, Max is going to be able to start triangulating once he's a bit away from his lava pool, of course.
Also, another important thing we know about the seeds is that the portal room has at least it doesn't. None of the portal room have 0 eyes.
Oh, okay.
So, or most of them won't have. So maybe we could find some 2 or 3 eyes inside of them. But we don't know. And Marco is saying that they do have 0 eyes. Okay. So delete what I said. Forget what I said.
It's fine. So Max going with
for the bracket, you have to exclamation point bracket.
Yep. So has it been updated now? The bracket, or is it still the 1.14 one?
I hope it's changed.
Okay.
Let's try.
So Dice.
We don't.
So I'm assuming he has 7 rods as well.
Yes.
So it's still a very tight match because even if Max doesn't break an eye or anything and just finds the polar room, it's gonna be night in a few minutes, and maybe Dice can grab some more Enderman before the night. So I mean before he gets to the stronghold. So that's still anyone's game. And there is also gonna be a bunch of RNG about the dragon fights. So both the dragon AI and the amount of towers that are going to be in the end, because that's something that was still in 1.7 and in pre 1.9 in general, is that the end, when you enter the end, it's always going to be different. You can have an end with a 3 or 4 towers, or you can have an end with 20 of them, or even more. So yeah, it can come down to that as well. And also the RNG of the dragon charging you very often or not.
Also, I didn't see if they have enough wool because did Max get the wool from the temple or not?
I don't think he did. I don't know actually, but he had at least 3 beds. I saw him at the start doing at least 3. Max got wool, apparently, yeah.
Dice got it, got the wool, but we'll see.
I think Max got a bunch from Sheets anyway. Oh, and he is right next to the stronghold. So he had an eye go back, and now he changed his angle a bit, and the eye went straight to his left, I think. So it should be.
Or maybe another thing you're noticing is that both runners are not using F3. It's basically most of the runners in Pro 1.9 don't use F3 because it's not needed. And also, it's like a respect points to not use it.
So Max has a. Oh, he broke an eye, so he should still be fine. And he has 6 beds, which is more than enough to defeat the dragon.
Exactly.
So he should fall straight into the polar room, because in that version, unlike 1.9 plus, the eye points towards the portal room directly instead of the entrance of the stronghold, which is obviously a big advantage of the version as well. And I think Dice is approaching where Max threw his second eye that went back. Okay, and it's a 3 eyes.
4 eye. No, it's a 4 eye.
Oh yeah, damn. So Max can actually enter the end right now, and he will.
Mark was lying to me.
So yep. I don't. Oh, okay. He's getting more flints because he will need to make arrows. I saw him get a bunch of feathers, so he should be fine in that way. He's probably made a bow from strings that he got from spiders, and yeah, he's got enough strings for a bow. And yeah, he will be good to go. So big advantage for Max.
It doesn't have a lot of arrows, I think.
True, but depending on the amount of he has 32. That's more than enough for.
Okay.
I mean, depending on how many towers he gets, obviously. And I don't think it's. Oh, he looked at an enderman directly. Oh god.
Yeah.
So I think in that version, though, if an enderman touches water, it instantly stops agreeing to you, right?
Yes, that's true. That's true. It's another great thing about 1.7.
Yeah.
Endermans are really simple to kill and to distract.
Yeah. So he's good. I was gonna say the only way I think he loses it is if he dies to the dragon.
At this point, yes. Yeah. It has enough beds. Basically, the minimum requirement in 1.7 is 3 beds. You could kill the dragon in 3 beds. You usually need 4 or 5 though, so 6 is plenty.
Yep, 6 is also always you to fail a couple.
As you can see, in this moment, Max placed the water, and the Enderman forgot of being angered.
And his first bed, but he still got it.
So the bad work. Also, as you can see, as Anton said before, the end is random in 1.7. In Pro 1.9 is random, and also there is no fountain Bedrock Fountain in the middle. So basically, you still kill the dragon with beds because they make a lot of damage, or they make more damage than in post 1.9. But the dragon is going to swoop you and attack you. So also the dragon RNG is important.
Exactly. The amount of times the dragon charges you is extremely important, and also not only the amount of times that he does, but the way he does, because some charges that are much better than some others. Some are too low, some are too high, and sometimes it's hard to put a bet down. He's at half health now, and I think all the towers are done, so he literally just needs to wait for charges.
Okay, that was a nice hit.
That was a very nice hit.
You just need one bed now.
He needs one more, and the dragon seems to be charging quite a lot. Okay. Yeah, he's got a very good dragon.
Oh, he was trolling.
Yeah, and so as you mentioned, there's no fountain in that version, but when the dragon dies, that's when the fountain generates, and it usually I see players store up to try to get to it faster before the dragon is even dead.
Exactly. So I can see, as you can see, that was a very bad angle. So instead of going for the bed, he just attacked him with the bow.
Exactly. I think when you hit the dragon with an arrow, there's a 25% chance that it charges you, right?
Yes, because every time you hit the dragon with anything, he will try to attack another player. So since you are a single player, he's gonna attack you. There is okay, so he's good. Let's see if he doesn't die from something like suffocation.
Suffocation.
But he will be fine.
And no. So he's got he almost got a PB actually. 34 minutes, which is a very decent time. Sub 35 in 1.7 is actually very decent.
Yes. The legends do sub 30. Basically, in 1.7, the sub 30 of 1.7 is the sub 20 of 1.16. So it's basically the same.
Yeah, if you're not playing hardcore, then yeah.
If you're playing hardcore, it's like sub 10.
It's sub 15, I guess.
Something so incredible difficult that only 3 people did it.
Only 3 people? I thought only 1 person.
No, it's Tile Kitchen, Illumina, and Light. Both, all of 3 did it.
Okay.
Illumina and Light then started using tower, so their PB is much is lower.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm looking at the board, and the only hardcore PB is from Taro, indeed. So congratulations, Max, for the first round. So I guess we're gonna wait on Blue to send the seed for the second match.
Did they hear us?
They can hear us right now. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So we're gonna go on a little break here, and we will be right back.
Bye.
Okay, welcome back to round 2 of the match between Dice and Max.
Welcome
Uh,
back.
so the first round has been won by Max in 34 minutes, and the second seed is going to start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So people are spamming in chat. Spam this rice to help out Dice. Interesting. And I saw some other spam axes to help Max, which is also
Very
also
important.
they both have a temple of spawn in this one, so similar to the last one. So maybe they're not going to need to go in a cave. I don't know if Dice saw the temple yet. I'm going to assume he did because it was very close, but Max definitely did. So he's probably going to make some tools and go to the temple, or just go to the temple before making tools. Why not?
Okay. Maybe
Maybe
you will use.
the weapon 14 strat for you. You get your tools in the temple by using one of the TNTs.
Hmm. You could do that, but I think he has never done it. So.
Yeah, and TNT in 1.7 is not as good as in 1.14 anyways. Oh, the bats. Wait, can
Or
bats
no.
activate pressure plates?
I don't think they can. But
It's so annoying. Oh god.
okay, it will be. It would have been pretty terrible.
People are rooting for the bats. Let's go.
No, bats don't set pressure plates because they are flying, even though they
Oh,
are in a block.
oh
What?
shit.
Ah, he did it. He
He
did
did it,
the
but
1.15 strat.
he put sand on top instead of a hard block, and he didn't get enough. He didn't get enough stone.
Oh, stone.
But
Oh, but
he,
he tried.
yeah, it's still something he was right to try. Especially if he got, for example, 3 gold and he could make a gold pick at the start. That could have worked. I think he has enough iron to do whatever he wants. 7 iron is enough for a bucket, shears, and a sword. So, yep. Oh, wait, you need a flint and steel as well. Maybe he needs one more unless he goes for stone swords.
Oh,
Also, he's not
that.
getting the wool in the temple. I don't know about that.
Right.
Maybe he saw
I
some
th-
ships already.
he's going for food before
Yeah.
and blocks, of course. But of course, if he did that 1.14 TNT trick, he will go for. That's nice. I've never seen someone do it, especially him.
Yeah, and now we know why, because it's not that good in 1.7.
Yes, because before 1.14, TNT doesn't drop every single block. So
Yeah.
most of the blocks gets destroyed. So it's
Yeah.
not
When
very
you do that
efficient.
strat in 1.14, you usually get about 10 stone, I think. But in 1.7, he only got 1 here, which is really not what you want.
Exactly, yes. Very nice thing from 1.14, I have to say.
Yeah.
Very important for getting the sticks.
Yep. So Max currently eating rotten flesh while Dice is getting some cows.
Nice
And
searching
yeah,
for flint and steel.
Dice didn't put the temple first, so he went for a cave.
The quick
I
He also
think.
has only 4, I think. Only 4 iron.
Yep, so far. He might go to the temple now, I'm assuming. Maybe he didn't see it actually. It's behind the hill, but I don't know if he.
Now we'll see it for sure.
Yeah, he's going towards it. He seemed to be looking around. Okay, no, he definitely knew where it was.
Okay, it is using the the pickaxe to not consume the sword. Also, he doesn't have a sword, but
Yeah.
since he will have to use the sword to kill Endermans, he won't lose durability on mobs that he can kill with other tools.
Yeah, usually
That's
I kill chickens with my axe, but I guess if you can one shot them with a pickaxe, there's no reason to do so.
you can use yes, you can use a pickaxe, you can use a iron shovel,
All right,
you can
that's interesting.
shovel, not shovel. Sorry, but there is a lot of ways. Also, chickens have only 4 hearts, so if you light them up with flint and steel, they will die because of that. So they will always drop cooked food, and you don't even have to hit them.
Yeah,
That's nice.
that's pretty good. And Max
Also,
gave you a
another
lot of
thing.
bucks here. Here's 4 stacks.
Oh, it has problem with bleach to water.
Yeah, he's got it now, I think. Yep. After 3 tries. Thanks, game. At least weather glitches, they've always been a thing. That's the only thing that hasn't been fixed from 1.0 to 1.16. Very consistent.
Yes, it's true. It basically depends on the connection you have. Also, if you click very fast,
They're not
may
playing on
it up.
servers, so I don't know if the connection has anything to do with it. I don't know.
Yeah, it has anyways, because if you have a problem with the computer, it doesn't. I don't know the exact logic on that, but it
All
has
right.
even problems on single player.
All right. So they're both getting a wool from the temple, which is good. I think they both realized there was no ships on the seed, or at least around where they spawned. So yeah, Max getting enough
What?
for 4 beds, I think, and Dice getting enough for 6.
Okay, they are searching for the lava pool. Max found it,
And I
and
think
they were going on.
he's
They're
going to
going
build his
on the
tower
same.
next, right?
Yes. Oh,
Or he's going to check the nether
Dice.
first. He did on the first seed.
Okay, they were going on different lava pools, but they're pretty much close enough.
Yeah, they should have a very similar spawn. Not the same, but usually
Like
they should be pretty close.
a few block of distance or difference. Okay.
Alrighty, and yeah, the fortress is visible from spawn. It's not that close, but it's definitely visible. And he is going to go back to build his tower now.
Okay, let's see what Dice will do. Doesn't even load the nether.
Yeah, he just builds his portal. I don't know if that's the right thing to do. Maybe he will. He's just making tools right now. That's probably. Oh, iron boots. That's interesting. I would have made a pickaxe or a better axe or whatever. He decides to go for iron boots.
You see, a better axe. Oh god. You played too much
Oh, yeah,
1.14.
true. No, a better pickaxe would have actually been decent, right?
Nah, it doesn't really matter. You don't need to. You don't need an iron pick. An
Okay.
iron pick in. Oh,
But I would still think
if
that even if it's not needed, it's still more like I don't think iron boots change that much, right? You're still going to take a lot of damage even with iron boots.
also,
Oh, speaking of taking damage, are they both playing on easy, or is Dice still playing on hard like he does when he plays
I
RSG?
th- I think he's playing on a hard because he
Okay,
was taking a lot of damage from Endermans.
true,
Uh,
true.
in easy mode you take 2 hours of damage, but in hard mode you take 4. So you get
Okay,
you can get
so I guess the armor makes sense then if he's playing on hard.
Mhm. In hard is extremely difficult.
Yeah. At least it's not
very
hardcore.
like Japanese runners like to do the things the hard way.
Yeah. So what I'm worried about now is that Dice is going for first day Nether, which means that he's gonna. Okay, base case scenario, I guess he's gonna be out of the Nether at 12, 13 minutes, like very best case scenario, I'm assuming. And he's gonna
Oh,
really not have a lot of time to kill Anomen. So
oh no,
what
it's almost dead.
oh god. Oh god. Okay, he's good.
Oh wow, it's a 1 heart. It also has a ghast there.
Yeah,
That is
that's really not helping.
the worst.
And the healing method in 1.7, which is much slower than 1.14, and requires a lot of food. Yeah.
Also, I'm noticing that Max is building the tower is in a very bad spot. You usually need to have a very flat desert with no hills and no ocean near, and he's building it right next to two rivers. That very bad.
Yeah, it's
It
quite
means
bad because of the rivers, especially since he can get Enderman to spawn on the other side of that river, and they wouldn't be able to teleport. But I think
exactly.
the desert is still flat enough to where he's going to get a few good spawns, probably. Yeah.
Dice is
It's
risking everything by going in the spawner with 5 hearts because he's a
true.
madman.
He's fine. He's
All
fine.
right. Yes.
He's used to it, I guess.
Oh no! Max died with everything.
Wait,
Oh no,
did he not
Max is
participate?
screwed. He plays the wrong way. I think.
Wait.
It had.
Oh.
Yes, he died with everything. Oh no,
Well,
that's really bad.
he's still gonna be able to kill Enderman because his sword is safe, but yeah, he's gonna have
But
to trade back for all the food and whatnot. That's bad. And he only has a stone
that's
sword as well. He's not gonna be able to kill much Enderman. That's very bad. That's actually very bad.
that's why you have to place the trapdoor in the right place.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Oh, and the Enderman
Comma.
teleporting on top of his little platform, which is not what you
Oh,
want.
if he loses the sword, he's done.
I mean, he's gonna lose the
He
sword
can.
because it's only stone, so he
Right.
shouldn't get more
True.
than 4 or 5 pearls from that, honestly. Ooh, so that's actually a big advantage to Dice. As I said, he's exiting the Nether as 13 minutes. So yeah. Now
Let's
he can
see who
hunt
won.
for Enderman.
Who win the prediction? Who will win the prediction?
And even though he doesn't do tower strats, he has his full inventory, and unless he dies,
And he
and
also had he has all the blazers he needs. So
yeah.
it's a very
Okay. Another question now. If you're in Dice's situation right now and you're doing normal strats, after you get your first pull, will you make a knight directly and start going towards the stronghold and hunt more
true.
enemies in that way, or would you just
That's a very that's a pro of the normal traditional strat. That if you get since you are still in the ground, you can basically triangulate while killing endermans. So you
yeah,
had you can basically when the night is over, you can be underneath the stronghold. So it's
yeah.
very powerful in that way.
But then there is a big time loss where if you don't have enough eyes, you need to wait for the end of the day. I mean, you can still search caves and search the stronghold chests during the day, but it's still not optimal, right?
Well, since you have to travel everywhere during the night because the important thing of traditional strat is that you have to constantly move to despawn the mobs and spawn other mobs. So it's not very. If the stronghold is in a desert biome, is much, of course,
Yeah,
much better, since
it's
you can continue to spawn endermans. But if maybe it goes in a plains biome and it's raining or something like that, it's better to stay in the desert, since there is no rain in desert, and endermen don't spawn where there is rain because they're scared of water.
yeah. So
So
Anthony
on that
saying
way, it's
that
better.
yeah, go ahead.
Since there is a big desert, maybe they will have a stronghold in the desert.
Yeah, most likely,
So
especially with 1.7 stronghold generation mechanics.
exactly. Also another thing, whilst in 1.14, an ocean stronghold, it's very good. In 1.7 is terrible
Yeah,
because
because you can't swim.
both in 1.7 are extremely bad. Stream is
Yeah.
low, and also you cannot swim in that version. So
Yeah.
no dolphins, no depth strider, no anything.
So I think
1.7.
Max's sword broke, so he decided to sleep. So he's at 16 minutes and remaking tools and everything. At least he has some pearls and he has his nether portal done. But I think Dice is in a clear advantage here.
Yes, yes. And it doesn't know because, of course, they cannot contact each other.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
maybe he thinks
Depends.
he'll be enough. Since when Max won the first round, he wasn't even in the stronghold. Maybe he thinks he's
True.
pretty behind.
True, but this time
But
he got a quite good nether, honestly, and yeah,
hmm
I don't
it
know
was
what.
a wise idea for Dice to go Nether because he was out at 12 minutes, and night
Exactly.
starts at 11 minutes. So you only
Um,
lost 1 minute.
Max can easily get more wool from the temple. That's not an issue. Chickens are probably going to be much more of an issue.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Uh,
brutal. Yes.
yeah. So beds will be fine. Arrows will be hard. Uh, and yeah, he still needs to kill a few endermen. I think he's got 6 pearls. Not sure. So yeah, we'll see. It's definitely still anyone's game, I think,
Mm.
because if Dice doesn't have enough eyes, he pretty much can't enter the stronghold for the next 10 minutes, and it gives Max a little bit of chance to come back.
Oof, he found feathers.
Nice, and he's eating raw.
One chicken, two chickens. Okay.
Okay, he's got 3 feathers, so 12 arrows. That's not the best, but that's better than nothing.
Uh,
As Kurt said,
as
he can
you,
kill skeletons in the stronghold.
Anton, as you can see, Dice has already eyes, so he's triangulating right now.
Yeah, exactly. That's very
During
good.
during there. That's extremely good. It has 3 eyes. Okay, so it's not a lot.
Yeah, that's not a lot. And the night is gonna end here. He's gonna get one more enderman, and then yeah. So we'll. It's definitely not gonna be the 8 eyes. I hope so. So he's gonna have to wait for 10 more minutes at least.
Well, but at least you will know where is the stronghold and how many eyes does it need. So it's an advantage. An
Exactly.
advantage.
He's definitely at a good advantage, but I still
The,
think that Max has a chance. I don't think it's over.
mm. Also, another thing, the runner can forfeit. So if he doesn't want to play anymore, he can quit, and
True.
the point will be given to the other runner, of course.
But I think that Max
but
knows that Taurus strats are much better much better in theory, much better than
oh no,
traditional. So he. Oh, okay.
the eyes is
Going
pointing in the
to the
ocean.
ocean, but as I said, I think the organizers checked the seats for non-ocean strongholds.
Mhm.
I certainly hope so.
Max is going for mushrooms too.
Yeah, he's doing hyper modern weapon 7. Let's go.
Where are the dandelions?
Can you even make a suspicious 2s in 1.7? I don't know.
No,
Okay.
it was added in 1.15, I think, or something like that. Not 1.14.
Okay, because I was gonna say, wait, can you not make them do 1.14? That'd be. I mean, 1.7 is pretty much hyper modern anyway, because you really don't need a village or.
Exactly.
You can't.
You just need a savannah. The good thing about 1.7 is that when you start, you will have a good seed by the biome you spawn, so you don't have to reset. There is not a lot of resetting, just finding the right biome and then you're okay.
Yeah.
So
So
you spawn.
Max already has. I mean, he still has his spawn point set to his tower, right?
Oh god, the stronghold is in the ocean. I think.
Oh god. Oh wait, no, he's digging on the shore. So maybe there's a
Okay,
chest.
Okay, this is the Max is going for the spawner that Dice was using before.
Nice. And so Max is going to take less damages since he's most likely in easy difficulty.
Yes, also true.
And yeah, as Pix says, it's completely Max's fault. Like, can't blame the game on that one. He just forgot to put his stuff. I didn't really see what happened, but I think he just forgot to put his stuff in the chest before opening the trapdoor. So yeah, it's human error. There's nothing else to blame here.
Okay, I think Dice missed it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did.
Marco just said in the Twitch chat that since Dice run a lot, he is possible that he is going to another stronghold.
True.
So
True.
in 1.7 there are 3 strongholds. Per 1.9 there are 3 strongholds, and they are all very close, as I said before. I mean, and they are in a triangular pattern. So, like if the closest stronghold is in the south pole, the other 2 will be in the north, west, and northeast quadrant. So it's always a triangle. Um, and maybe it's possible that Dice. Oh, Dice found the stronghold. Perfect.
Nice. So he's
How many eyes?
it's
2
at least
eyes.
it's a 2 eyes, yeah. Nice.
Okay, so he's now you just need how many eyes does he have?
I think he has
10.
3, so that would be 7 left.
Okay. So he
He's
can still, since
yeah.
it's 23 minutes, he has 7 minutes before night, so it's
Wait.
better for him to.
Oh, he broke an eye, so he needs 8 more.
Oh, damn.
That's a
So,
getting 8 with a traditional strat is quite hard, right? One night.
in fact, yes.
So he should go for the. Oh wait, is he going back to the Nether?
He's going to the Nether so he can spawn back up. But I think he's not. He won't go for the Nether now. He's just building a portal. It will
Yeah.
first
Okay.
check.
Yeah, he will check for chest first. I'm assuming.
Mhm. He has a lot of time. 6 minutes before night, so
Yeah.
it's okay. Also, he knows where the stronghold is, so once he will get the eight eyes, he will go directly inside of it. So he's not going for chests. I see. What is he
Indeed.
doing? Ah, no, okay. He was placing water to drop down faster. Oh no,
Oh,
what is he doing?
I think he's exiting, but I don't. Is he gonna be in the same? Oh,
Or
okay, no.
maybe he doesn't have enough blaze
Oh,
rods.
oh, true. He respawned in his original portal, so he will be back
He
as
will
strong
then,
back through.
yes. How many blaze rod do you see? Blaze powder, I mean.
Um, I don't know, but I would assume he only needs one more. I don't know actually, because he only broke one eye, I think, and it's a two eyes. So unless he went for five blaze rods, that's weird. And Max is still killing blazes. I don't know what happened there. I feel like he's been there for a while, but I think he's
Mm-hmm.
exiting. He's exiting now, which is good.
Okay, yes.
But yeah, he spent a bunch of time in there.
Yes, Dice, I think he wasted a lot of time. He could have done much better. And now they're pretty much at the same point.
True. I'm very surprised that Dice didn't go for the chest first.
Mm, exactly. Well, he knows that he cannot get all of the eight one, maybe one, but still it's daytime, so he has time to waste. I
Yeah.
don't know why he didn't go for it. Uh,
So now Max has to remember that he needs to put his items in the chest first. I think.
yes, also yes. How many? How many does he have now? I can see. Can't see.
I cannot tell here.
Maybe someone in the chat can see it.
Yeah,
I don't.
Max has six spells already. He needs I mean, theoretically, he will need four more, but he's gonna go for six more. I'm assuming because he doesn't know it's a two eyes.
He has
And
so many blaze powder. Why he is still here? Okay, he's going. Sorry, I was watching the
yeah,
delayed stream.
I don't know about dice here.
He's in a strange situation now.
Yeah, Max is actually very good. The only very bad point here is that he's gonna need a lot of food. He's very low on food supplies. Dice going for all portals speedrun. Let's go. So all portal speedrun since, as you mentioned, in 1.7 there is only 3 portals in the whole world. So there is actually a Japanese category which requires you to light up all 3 of those portals before going to the Nether, to the end. Sorry. And the very difficult part about that is that they don't even use F3, which you know, to locate all portals, it's quite a challenge.
Exactly.
Oh, and his portal
Also,
broke but didn't break. What? Did you see that? The
I'm gonna rewatch it on the stream.
basically his nether portal on the nether side. Uh, it had been shot at by a ghast, but half of the portal frames were
Yes, it happens quite frequently in this version.
so it's different
It's,
from
it's
the
very it's very strange. Yes. It sometimes it can happen. I don't know why it happens, but you can go in creative and click break the portal, and only half of it only half of it can drop.
Yo,
Uh,
nice 3 flints in a row. Investigation time.
oh, again, 3 feet in a row again. I think. Oh wow.
Okay, so
Dice.
Max is getting a few Endermen here and there. I think he has more than 8 pearls. Not sure about that, but I think he's I think he's catching up here. I definitely think that Max caught up right now. He will need a lot of food, but once he does get it, he's probably good. He has so much time to kill the remaining Enderman and get all the pearls that he needs.
Mhm.
So
So
yeah,
even though Max had big disadvantages, now he's back up
yeah.
at a
Oh,
nice point.
he needs to not die here. There's 3 Endermen, and he
Mhm.
managed. So potentially
He's still
3 pearls he just got, and yeah, he got I think he got at least 2 out of 3, which is very good.
all right then. Ah,
All right. Oh, he's got. I saw 2 digits, so he's got at least 10 pearls. I think it's 10 pearls, yeah, which is
mhm.
which is very good. Given the fact that he still has 3 or 4 minutes of night time, I think at least.
He still has to find the
Still needs to
stronghold.
locate the stronghold, but it was quite close. As long as he doesn't assume it's in the ocean. If he goes to the same stronghold, because we don't know which one he's gonna find, I think he will be good.
All right. As you can see, Dice try to break a block. Since you don't use F3 in this, they both don't use F3. He's going for strategy that is called that basically you can break a block and see the direction, the orientation of the word by breaking a block or watching a texture, because in
All right.
1.7 texture aren't random like in further versions. So if you break a block, you always get that epsilon, that y, I mean,
All right.
and
That's
the line pointing downwards is always south. So if you break a
okay.
block, you can know the orientation you are in.
You could also look at the moon or the sun, right?
Oh yes, yes, you could, yes.
All right.
But
Um, I
it's
think
easier.
I think Max has 15 pearls actually. He's going now.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
So yeah,
it has 11, I think.
he has 11 eyes, but I think he has 4 pearls left. I
Hmm.
can see a lot, but I think he does, which would be huge actually.
Okay, let's see how that is
I'm pretty
going.
sure
Okay, you got to.
I'm pretty sure that what you said about breaking blocks works in 1.15 or 16 as well.
I don't think it does because they are random.
All right.
They blue
Oh,
crystals
okay.
don't have
Only 1.9 to
blue ones.
1.14 apparently.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I didn't pay attention to the amount of strings and feathers that Max had, and I think he sees
Uh,
right now, and he's gonna be like,
Max,
"Oh,
I think Max has 3 feathers.
yeah."
Also, he didn't try to kill any skeletons, so he
At
doesn't
least,
have any arrows.
at least he has the 3 strings for the bow. And yeah, he threw another eye, and it goes slightly left. I mean, slightly. It goes left a whole bunch.
I think he's going to the same point.
Yeah, they're definitely to
Yes.
the world. here. Ooh, and
Okay,
dice
dice got.
to spawn. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
I think Max has still a couple of mushrooms that he can use for food, but I think he decides to get some cows here, which is
He
very,
doesn't even have a flint and steel, so pretty bad.
yeah. He's gonna cook it while he triangulates, I'm assuming.
Okay, dice got. He needs only 2 pearls now,
True.
and he saw another Enderman. So Max unfortunately has to waste a lot of time getting resources since he died.
Yep.
And oh, he needs only 1.
Yeah. So technically, it could be in one of the stronghold's chests. So even if he doesn't get one more pearl during that night, he might still be good. I hope that he knows where his hole was for the stronghold. Otherwise, it's gonna be awkward. Because
Yeah.
as we said, they play without F3, so they just write down the coordinates of the stronghold and go back there. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's
I
see
think he's
how
very
this goes.
close. I think he's very close to the stronghold indeed because he's next to an ocean. And
Okay.
well, the pearl. Yeah, I think he's
Perfect.
right next to it.
Dice now has at least 3 minutes of
It's so
advantage.
close. It's so close though.
Or maybe he will get another one. Maybe.
If Max goes now, he can dig down and be like 1 or 2 minutes behind on entering the end. So depending on
I
the
don't
direction.
think. I don't think Dice still know the. I mean Max still knows the position. All right. Okay. And Dice is ready.
Yeah, so
Let's see.
unless he dies again, it's gonna be a decent time because it's potentially a sub 48 we're gonna see here, depending on the end generation and the Dragon RNG, and also
Oh
obviously
no.
his
Oh.
constitution.
He
And yeah,
spawn.
so that's actually a very bad spot because unlike 1.14 or like the versions that we're used to seeing, the dragon here charges the player, so he can just charge you while you're building above the
He
void.
doesn't see. He doesn't see the health bar. Since you don't see
Yeah,
the health bar, it means that the dragon is not loaded at this moment.
yeah, so it's too far
So
away,
it's
so you're safe. Yeah.
whew, the hard part is done. Now it's time to destroy all the crystals. Since in 1.7 you have to destroy all most of the crystal at least. It's not like 1.14 or 16 where you can you can do like JoJo strats and go up and don't destroy anything.
Yeah, I still think
In this version.
you don't have to destroy every single crystal. If the dragon charges you enough and you're far away from the bunch of crystals, the dragon can just stay in that area that you're standing at and not get healed.
Yeah,
Um,
yes, that's true. But since in 1.14, once the dragon perches, you just like you do continuous damage to him, so he doesn't have time to regenerate. While in 1.7, he attacks you and maybe he's like maybe 30 seconds up in the air, and he regenerates all his heart thanks to the crystals.
yeah, and Max is gonna enter the end right now. So I don't know. I don't know where it's gonna go now. He's gonna cook food, so yeah, it's gonna cost him still a bit of time. Um, I don't know. I think we're gonna
I
have to see a massive choke from Dice to see Max winning this one. But honestly, Dice
that's
is quite terrible. There's a lot of crystals and they're very, very spread apart.
where is Max going? He's going to
Like
search some skeletons. Yes.
skeletons, yeah.
but Max is in very precarious situation because
Yeah.
not having arrows is very bad.
Depending on his
Okay, that was.
and because he has a at least he has a problem to get to the island. But yeah,
It has like 4 pearls, right?
yeah, he's 4 extra.
So at that point, it is advantage. Dice bad. First bad was very bad, but let's see.
Yeah, it still got some images of, but yeah, not what you want to see. At least Max is not doing nothing while he waits for his food to cook. He's looking for arrows. He's looking for stuff.
Oh,
So
oh.
he's good.
As you can see, the dragon does a lot of damage
Yeah, especially in hard. I think you're
in
2
mode.
shots from the dragon in hard mode if you get hit, like the hard
The
hit.
dragon does 7 hearts of damage in
Yeah,
hard mode.
that's
7. That's
that's
that's quite a lot. Also, Dice
actually
didn't set his spawn, so oh
right. And so obviously, so the arrow makes the dragon want to charge you. Oh
oh
god, these are 2 hearts. But on the other hand, if the dragon is charging you and you hit it with an arrow, it makes the dragon it deflects the dragon pretty much. Like the dragon
yes.
stops charging. Oh,
No, no.
oof.
Oof, that was sure death.
And Max is entering the end.
Okay.
Okay, he's gonna pull to the main island.
No! Oh no! Oh, that's terrible.
Oh, and
Oh no!
with the stronghold loot, Max actually has a diamond sword, which is huge.
I spawn inside that ravine of all places.
Oh
It
god.
didn't set spawn. Ah, it didn't set the spawn. Ah.
Can he try to die from full damage or a mob and get back up? Because at this point, there's no way he gets back up, right?
No, there's no way.
To get some
Maybe destroying some dirt, but no, that's really sad. Poor Dice.
Oh, he got one. Let's go, he got one. Oh,
Oh, I'm very sad for him.
yeah.
He should have set the spawn.
Honestly, they got very similar ends. Lots of pillars and very spread out. But yeah, since Max is in easy mode, I don't expect him to die to the dragon. He should be fine. You can afford like 3 or 4 hits from the dragon, like full big hits before you die in easy, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And even so,
Yes.
like if you have food, you can heal faster than the dragon can hurt you. So I guess the only way he would die is killing himself with a bed. I think he's out of arrows, so he cannot get the crystals anymore. Which honestly is bad. I mean, obviously.
But Max has he knows how to kill dragon with crystals.
Yeah.
So in very bad situation, he can use crystals. But it's still a very interesting match since both runners did some Pepega stuff, and very I'm enjoying this one. I'm sad for Dice, of course.
Yeah.
He didn't set the spawn even though it was nighttime when he entered at the end. And he also doesn't. He needs blocks.
Yeah, you would sacrifice one bed to set your spawn. So I don't know. Like in a tournament, obviously it's worth it, but since it's the first match, I don't think they are in that tournament mindset yet, and they're just playing like mostly like they would play RSG, like taking risks, especially.
Exactly. Yes. You Dice wanted to do first the Nether because in first match he lost, and he did great, of course, but unfortunately that second night was
Yeah.
Was not worth it. He basically lost 15 minutes. He lost the same time that Max did.
Yeah, and now Max has to like pray for a very good dragon because yeah, the dragon is healing. So if the dragon doesn't charge fast, he's just gonna keep healing back up after each bed. And
Look at that village. Dice is back in the game. He got
oh,
everything.
oh, that's actually very good.
That's
Good armor
that
is
could
iron
change.
sword. And his carrots, which is the most OP food in the game, in 1.7. So obviously not the
Mhm.
most OP, but it is.
In pre 1.14, villages are useful only for food and maybe the blacksmith.
Yeah, because
Um,
1.13 there is not even beds in villages, which is mind blowing.
exactly. There are only carrots and potatoes.
Yeah,
And,
Max is one hit away from killing the dragon if he gets a very good bed and if the dragon doesn't heal too much.
oh,
And,
okay, it's a nice hit.
and he's got it,
Uh,
I think.
he did
Yeah,
it.
he got it.
Uh, all right, all right.
So congratulations to Max. 45 minutes, 46 minutes actually. Yep, that's congrats, Max, and nice try.
Congratulations on
Yep.
both runs.
Yeah, that was a
I'm
very
sorry,
good
guys.
match here. Dice actually entered the end first, but then dies to a couple of dragon charges that really did a lot of damage. And Max entered very soon after and didn't have enough arrows to get all the crystals, but managed to get some very good charges towards the end. So yeah, congratulations to both runners, and Max is gonna move on to the next round where he will either get Illumina or Puri. So it's gonna be interesting.
But it's not over for Dice. He can still
Of course, there's still lower
go in
bracket.
the loser brackets. So
Exactly.
he has some few match.
Yep.
All right then. Very nice. Do you want to say something, Dice? Is he muted?
Yeah, they're both muted, and I think
Ah,
Dice is typing in the live channel. He says congrats, Max. Yep.
okay. Okay.
All right. So thanks everyone for watching this match. We will be back later in a few hours. Actually, I don't know exactly how many. I know that Mathox's match is today as well in 8 hours, I think. So yeah, definitely more matches coming today, and we will see you later.
Goodbye and good luck. And we're done. We have some technical problem in this moment. Blue doesn't know how to raise. Okay, we did it.